Hello everyone, welcome back to Pabbly. In this video we're going to learn how to add or update Zoho campaign subscriber on Razorpay payment. So I'm an owner of a skincare brand and using Razorpay I collect the payments from my customers who are purchasing the product that I'm selling in my business. And here what I want is that as soon as by the customer a purchase is going to be done and we are going to receive the payment using Razorpay, automatically I'm going to create that customer who have done the payment using Razorpay as subscriber in my Zoho campaigns account so that I can send them immediate promotional emails, product updates or some other tips. Now doing this manually is very time consuming. So what I've done is I've simply automated this entire process with the help of Pabbly Connect, which is an amazing automation and integration software. And here in this automation, I'm going to build a connection between Razorpay and Zoho campaigns with the help of it. So if you also want to learn about this amazing automation process step by step, for that let me take you to my screen.
In this video, we're going to learn how to add or update Zoho campaign subscriber on Razorpay payments. So as an owner of a skincare business, I use Razorpay to handle online payments for my skincare products. And I use Zoho campaigns to send personalized emails, skincare tips, product updates to keep my customers engaged. However, manually adding or updating subscribers in Zoho campaign whenever someone do a payment using Razorpay is very time consuming and prone to errors. So now what I've done is I've simply automated this entire process. Now every time a customer makes a payment on Razorpay, automatically the details are updated in my Zoho campaigns account as subscriber. This ensures that my customer receives timely updates, product recommendations and offers, all while saving me valuable time and effort. And I'm going to be creating this amazing automation between Razorpay and Zoho campaigns with the help of Pabbly Connect. So on the screen you can see the website of Pabbly Connect, that is pabbly.com/connect. After browsing this website, we need to sign into our Pabbly Connect account. But if you're a new user, you can sign up for free and get 100 free tasks every month. So as I'm an existing user, I'm going to sign into my Pabbly Connect account. After signing in, you can see the All Pabbly Apps window in front of you, in which you can see all the applications of Pabbly, from which we are going to select this Pabbly Connect by clicking on this Access Now button. Then Pabbly Connect's dashboard is going to appear in front of you. In order to start an automation process in Pabbly Connect, we need to create a workflow. For that, click on this top right corner button right here that says Create Workflow. A dialog box is then going to appear in front of you, which is asking for the workflow name and for us to select a folder. So for the name of my workflow over here, I'm going to give it as Add or update Zoho campaign subscriber on Razorpay payment. So this is the name that I want to give to my workflow. Okay. After that, it is asking for us to select a folder. So on the left side of my screen, you can see I've created multiple folders in my Pabbly Connect account, from which I'm going to select a specific folder in which I want to save this workflow in. For that, click on this drop down. These are the folders from which I'm going to select Razorpay automations as the folder I want to save this workflow in. After giving the name to the workflow and selecting the folder, I'm going to click on this Create button in order to create a workflow. A workflow is created in the name of Add or Update Zoho campaign subscriber on Razorpay payment, and there are two windows in front of you. One says Trigger, other says Action. So what is Trigger and Action? Trigger and action are the two most important steps of our automation process because our process depends on these two concepts. Over here, trigger says when this happens and action says do this. That means what is action? Action is a response towards our trigger. In an automation process, there can be only one trigger step and multiple action steps. We are going to set up our trigger step first. And for the trigger application, what I'm going to do is I'm going to select it as Razorpay. Razorpay is a popular online payment platform that helps businesses to accept and manage payments easily. It allows customers to pay for products or services using various methods like credit cards, debit cards, UPI, net banking, and even wallets. And I use Razorpay to collect the payment from my customers who are purchasing the skincare products that I'm selling in my business. I want that as soon as the product purchase is going to be completed by the customer using Razorpay, automatically Pabbly Connect should capture the response of that. And that is why for my trigger, I'm going to select it as Razorpay. And for the trigger event, I'm going to select it as payment captured. Okay, as whenever a new payment is going to be done, automatically using this trigger, Pabbly Connect is going to capture the response. Now to connect Razorpay to Pabbly Connect has provided us with a webhook URL. With the help of this unique webhook URL, we're going to build the connection. For that, I'm going to copy this URL from here first. After copying the URL, I'm going to go back to my Razorpay account. So this is the account, and you can see this account that I'm using is in the test mode. You can see right here, okay? In the similar manner, you have to connect your live account, okay? So now to connect this account to Pabbly Connect, from the left side of the panel, I'm going to go to the settings option right here. As I'm going to come to the settings option over here from website and app settings, it says webhooks. I'm going to select this option right here. As I'm going to do that, over here this page is going to appear in front of you, on which we are going to add a new webhook. For that, I'm going to click on this button right here. It is asking for the webhook URL. For that, I'm going to paste the webhook URL that Pabbly Connect has provided us in place of this webhook URL field, okay? After that, it is asking for the active events. So for the active events over here, it says we have to select the active event over here as payment captured. As in the response, we need the response of the payment being captured, okay? So now what I'm going to do is for the active event, I'm going to select as payment captured from here, okay? After filling in all the required details, I'm going to click on this create webhook button right here. As I've done that, you can see the webhook URL is successfully added right here, okay? As the webhook URL is added, I'm going to go back to my workflow. It is saying waiting for webhook response. So now to check whether Razorpay is connected to Pabbly Connect or not, what I'm going to do is I'm going to do a test payment using Razorpay, and after doing the test payment, I'm going to check whether Pabbly Connect captures the response of the test payment being done or not. As my Razorpay account is in a test mode, you can see right here, the payment that I'm going to do is going to be a test payment as well, okay? So now let us do the test payment. For that, I'm going to go to this payment pages section. As I'm going to come to this page over here, you can see this is the payment page that I've created for the product Natural Glow Skincare Face Toner. And now we're going to do the test payment using this page. For that, I'm going to copy this link of this page from. As I'm going to do that, this is the payment page for the product Natural Glow Skincare Face Toner of my business. Now let us do the payment right here. This is the amount of the product. You can see right over here, that is 550. It is asking for the customer's first name. For that, I'm going to write it as test. For the last name of the customer over here, I'm going to write it as customer right here, customer01. For the email over here, I'm going to write it as testcustomer01@pabblytudes.com. For the phone number over here, I'm going to write in a dummy mobile number. After that, it is asking for the street address. For that, I'm going to enter the dummy street address right here. That is 123 New City. For the city over here, I'm going to write it as Indore. And for the state over here, I'm going to write it as Madhya Pradesh. And for the pin code over here, I'm going to write in a dummy pin code, okay? After filling in all the required details, I'm going to click on this pay button right here to do the test payment. As I'm going to do that, it is asking for the payment method. I'm going to select it as cards over here. It is asking for the card number and the details. So I'm going to fill in the required details right here. I filled in the required details. It's the card number with the details right here. And I'm going to click on this continue button over here. As I'm going to do that, it says payment successful. As now the payment has been done successfully, now what I'm going to do is I'm going to open my workflow and check whether Pabbly Connect has captured the response of the successful payment being done or not. For that, I'm going to open my workflow and scroll down. Over here, I'm going to wait for a few seconds, and as I've done that, you can see the response of the new payment done has been captured over here. In this, we have received the order ID. You can see right here. We have received the address as 123 New City, state as Madhya Pradesh. For the pin code that we have entered. For the phone number, the mobile number. First name of the customer being Test, last name as customer01. Email as testcustomer01@pabblytudes.com with the city as Indore. Method as card. We have received the payment ID. We have received the fees over here. You can see. If I'm going to further scroll down, you can see all the other details as well. You can see right here the amount and all the other details. As the response of the payment captured has been captured in our trigger, this means that Razorpay has now been connected to Pabbly Connect and our trigger setup is done. Now, whenever by the customer a payment is going to be successfully done using Razorpay, as they're going to purchase any of the products that I'm selling in my business, automatically in a similar manner, Pabbly Connect is going to capture the response of that. After setting up our trigger step, we need to set up our action step. Here my objective is to add or update Zoho campaign subscriber on Razorpay payment. So as now the payments response has been captured in our trigger, I want to create this customer as subscriber in my Zoho campaigns account. For that over here, in my action application, I'm going to select it as Zoho campaigns. Zoho Campaigns is an email marketing tool that helps businesses to connect with their customers by sending emails and newsletters. It allows us to create, schedule, and send personalized email campaigns to keep our audience updated about our product, services, or promotions. And I want to add my customers who have done the payment using Razorpay as subscriber in my Zoho campaign account in the list new customers list you can see right here. Now for that we have selected my action application as Zoho campaigns, and for the action event I'm going to select it as add update subscriber, and then I'm going to click on this connect button, on which I'm going to click on add new connection, but if you want you can select the existing connection that you already have. After that, I'm going to click on this connect with Zoho campaigns button right here. Then it is asking for the domain. In order to connect our Zoho campaigns account to Pabbly Connect, you have to provide the domain of our Zoho account. So I have a domain over here. To find that, we have to open our Zoho campaigns account. Over here in the URL, you can see next to this campaigns dot, this is the domain, that is zoho.in. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to copy this domain from here and I'm going to paste it right over here. Okay. After entering the domain, I'm going to click on this save button. As I've done that, over here, window is going to appear in front of you, on which it is asking for a permission. So I'm going to click on this accept button. As this is safe process, my data is perfectly safe with Pabbly Connect. So I'm going to click on this accept button right here. As I've done that, you can see successfully authorized Zoho campaigns to Pabbly Connect. After authorizing, it is asking for us to select a list. I've created a list in the name of new customers list, you can see right here. So for the list over here, what I'm going to do is I'm going to select it as new customers list, as I want to create a subscriber in this list that I've created right here. After that, it is asking for all the details of the subscriber that we want to create in our Zoho campaigns account. So for the data of these fields, what we are going to do is we are going to map the data. Now what is mapping? Mapping means inserting data from the previous step. So we're going to insert the data from the previous step of this workflow. And how mapping works is that as soon as I'm going to click on this field, this was the previous step that Razorpay payment captured. And as I'm going to click on it, this was the same response that was captured in our previous step. As it is asking for the contact's email, I have received the customer's email in my previous response, and I'm going to create this same customer as subscriber in my Zoho campaign account. So for the data of this email field, I'm going to select the data of the email of my customer from my previous response. As I've selected the data from my previous response, the data is back. And as I've mapped the data has now become dynamic. That means whenever a new response is now going to be captured in our previous step, automatically the new data is going to be updated in place of this map data. Okay. After that, it is asking for the title, which I do not require, so I'm going to skip the part. Next, it is asking for the first name and the last name, so I'm going to map the data of the first name and the last name right here. After that, it is asking for the job title, company name, which I do not have, so I'm going to skip the part. For the phone number, we have to map the data of the phone number that I've received. Next, it is asking for the address. For that, I'm going to map the data of the address that I've received right here. This is the address. For the city over here, I'm going to map the data of the city that I've received. For the state, I'm going to similarly map the data of the state, that is right here. For the zip code, we have received the postal code. I'm going to map the data. Next, it is asking for the country, which I do not require, so I'm going to skip the part. After that, it is asking for the website, note, and all the other details, which I do not require, so I'm going to skip the part. For the lead source over here, I'm going to write it as Razorpay payment. This is the lead source. Okay. After filling in all the required details, I'm going to click on this save and send test request button. As I've done that, you can see it says a confirmation email is sent to the user. User needs to confirm to successfully subscribe. So now towards this email, I've entered right here towards this email, a confirmation email has been successfully forwarded, and as the confirmation email is going to be accepted by the customer is going to be created as subscriber in my Zoho campaigns account in this list right here. So I'm going to open my Gmail account to check that, and yes, you can see right over here in my Gmail account for the customer in the name of test customer, you can see right over here the email is successfully forwarded for confirming the subscription. As I want to confirm the subscription, I'm going to click on this confirm subscription button right here. It says you are all set now. This means now the subscription has been done. Now I'm going to open my Zoho campaigns account. This is my Zoho campaigns account list, that is new customers list. I'm going to refresh this page from here. As I've refreshed the page, you can see right over here, contact in the name of test customer 01 has been successfully added. Let us tally the response. The name comes as test customer 01. This is the phone number of that contact. Over here, the source comes as Razorpay payment, and the email comes as testcustomer01@pabblytunes.com. As the contact has now been successfully created in my Zoho campaigns account, this means that we have successfully created an automation between Razorpay and Zoho campaigns with the help of Pabbly Connect. So now to sum up till now what we have done, I am an owner of a skincare brand, and using Razorpay, I collect the payments from my customers as they go to purchase any of the products. And using Zoho campaigns, I manage the email marketing of my business. Over here in the trigger, I've selected as Razorpay payment captured, as whenever by the customer a new payment is going to be done using Razorpay, as they go to purchase any of the products, automatically trigger is going to capture the response of that. And as the response is captured in the trigger, that customer have done the payment is going to be automatically added as subscriber in my Zoho campaigns account with the help of this action step right here. And this is how you build this connection between these two applications with the help of Pabbly Connect. So this was it for this video. Thank you so much for watching.
Not just with these applications, you can create automation between multiple other applications with the help of Pabbly Connect. If you have any questions, you can contact us on support@pabbly.com. If you have any queries, you can check the queries on forum.pabbly.com. And if you have any pricing related issues, then you can check out this link. If you like this video, please do subscribe to our channel, hit on the like button, comment on if you have any questions or doubts, and please share this video.